You are watching a master at work.
Yeah.
What is up, my little babies? Welcome to another episode of Music with Lou. Today, we have someone so special in the building. I'm going to introduce you as Supreme Kai is good, right?
Yes,
the
Supreme
queen.
Kai Senpai, yes.
How are you, darling?
I'm doing better than well. I'm doing amazing.
Yeah?
Lou. I'm
Let's
so
put this a
happy to
little
be
closer.
here. Hold on, let's get it so
Wanna
the people
adjust
can hear
it?
me talk.
Yeah, we got to hear
One,
that
two, 1, 2.
beautiful voice you got going
Coming
on.
through loud and clear?
Yeah, there it is.
Yes, I'm doing amazing. It's so wonderful to sit across from you. Like I said, you've had so many of my absolute favorite hip hop Vegas luminaries on
Really?
this show in this seat right here.
And now you're there.
And now I'm here. So
because you're one of the ones. You're one of the ones, darling.
I absolutely feel away.
So where do we start with you? Okay, so for the people who don't know, let's get a background because you're an MC as well. So did you start in music and then cross over to media? Like, where did your journey begin?
Well, I actually started writing as a child. Like I was lucky that I learned how to read early because I have an older sister. So like I would be sitting at the table doing homework with her when she was doing homework. So I learned how to read and write early. I wrote my first poem when I was like 6 years old.
That's crazy.
And, I just been writing ever since. I would write like little raps for my sisters and my brothers and stuff.
Aww.
But like I never really had any like aspiration of being like a career rapper or anything like that. It was just, something that I did because I could and because it was fun. So, like I, was just kind of known as the girl who could rap that had the big ass afro.
Oh my gosh.
We
gotta
high
see
school.
We got to see the picture of this.
I'll see if I can find you one to put in as a clip.
Yes, we got to see that.
But yeah, that was me. So, and it was actually OT that tapped me on the shoulder to get into the media element, doing Fifth Element. He was the one that wanted me to be a part of it. So that's really how it started. It was kind of a fluke. I still remember when I got the phone call from him. I
just love your voice so much. Your accent is just everything.
Really?
I wish I could talk like that for like 24 hours.
Oh my God, you'd be surprised.
I'd be going crazy.
It's nothing like wrong with it, but it does kind of mark you as like a foreigner. You know what I mean? Like if someone, like if I'm talking for more than 5 minutes at a time, they're going to be like, oh, you're not from here, are you? So it's just like one of those things. I mean, I've been out here in Vegas for long enough that I shouldn't have an accent. So I do. So I guess it's
there.
A part of my
it's
fun,
in you.
charming
Okay, sorry. Let me let you get back to your story. I just get so distracted. I just love your voice.
Good.
It's crazy.
So, like I always love to write. I always love to rhyme. I always love poetry. Really, poetry is how I picked up a pen in the first place. Like I said, I was lucky that I had, like my sister, my mom used to read, and like she had a book of poetry that I promise she never seen because like I used to take it with me everywhere. And it was the collected works of Maya Angelou.
Oh.
So like I still have some of her poems like memorized in my head that I've just read so many times. But yeah, like that's kind of the cloth that I was cut from is just, just having that background.
I love that. And I feel like a lot of rappers or artists, you guys always start out with poetry. And then at what moment do you realize like, okay, let me turn this into raps now?
For me, the moment that like it became like a thing in my mind that I wanted to rap was when I saw and I know this is kind of dating myself. This is Auntie here, y'all. Hey, this is Auntie Kai.
What? She just turned 21 yesterday.
I saw the LL Cool J Bad video on TV for the first time. And like when I tell you that I didn't know that a person could do a thing that he did, it was amazing. And then, it was just kind of up from there. It was like I kind of like tried to copy off of him, and I would also like when Salt and Pepper came out and I saw girls holding a mic, then it was like this is something I could absolutely do. So in my mind I was Salt, I was her. Like I didn't want to be like her. I was actually her with the fly bamboos and the asymmetrical
you
haircut.
had it all down to the T.
Don't even play games. So like that's really how it started for me, is just, being a part of hip hop at an early age. Like I was lucky that my parents were like very musically well rounded, and they let us listen to hip hop. And like my mom told me a story that she actually heard Rapper's Delight on the radio when it played in New York for the first time. And she called the radio station and was like, what is this? What?
Wow, really?
Like that much
what are
a
you guys
part of
playing
it.
right now?
It was like very groundbreaking and very revolutionary. So, like I say a lot that I was never in a world where hip hop wasn't.
Oh, that's deep. That's the poetry coming out. So how would you define hip hop? Like, how do you represent hip hop?
To define hip hop in words in a sentence, that's hard to do.
It's kind of tough.
It's so hard to do because, I mean, this culture of ours has taken so many different forms and iterations, and that's the thing about it. It's like it's never the same twice. You know what I mean? Like I feel like my mom's generation was like the beginning of hip hop. My generation was like the next generation after that. And just the difference between those two generations is like astronomical growth.
Yeah.
And then from my generation to the next generation, and then from there on, it's just like I said, it's never the same twice. It's inconceivable. It's like almost like the growth of a child. Like when the sperm goes into the egg and the embryo happens, how fast those.
Oh wow, that's a crazy. I like what you're doing right now.
It's a little bit like that.
That's deep.
It's a little bit like that. Think about
you painted that picture in my mind. That's good.
I mean, think about how much growth has to happen in that short amount of time for a full-grown person to be born.
Yeah.
So that's like this thing that we love so much.
How do you feel about hip hop today? Is it good still? Is it kind of like, eh?
Well, I mean, I feel like it is what you are, because you're gonna attract to you the hip hop that you love, and the hip hop that I love is still very much alive in my world. And like I listen to music every day, and not always hip hop every day, but the hip hop that I love is still very much alive. And not only that, I'm still finding out about ill people like very much on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, like I know Nas, who like I love and revere, said hip hop is dead, but I really feel like hip hop is what you are. It's on what you want.
That's good. So sometimes is it kind of hard? I feel like with me, the older I get now, I'm kind of seeing that I'm like stuck in my ways of like, okay, this is what I like. But when we're in music and media, we have to like go outside of our norm and see what else is out there. So sometimes is that kind of a struggle for you, or do you look forward to like, you know what, let's see what the younger people are talking about. I am
all for it. Like I'm 10 toes down. Let's go. I want to know who's saying what. I want to know what dopeness I can find from here or there. I'm always looking for dope shit. Like that's the shit to me. Like that's one of the best things about life, is being able to find new dope shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I gotta ask you about the female rap scene though.
Okay.
Being a female MC in this game, how do you feel about the crazies? Sexual trick on a nigga and pop my vagina rapping, like
I mean, it's hypersexual, right? It's we've gotten to like an evolution in rap as far as females that's the norm.
Yeah.
So when there's a female that comes along that is on something else, it's like, oh shit, like who is that? But there again, hip hop is on what you on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for every, like you said, Pop Your P rapper out there, there's a Raina Simone, or there's, somebody that actually has bars. You know what I'm saying? And is not necessarily selling sex to make a name for themselves.
Does that ever get frustrating, just being a woman, a part of hip hop, being forced to be sexual or just getting hit on and not getting that respect without sleeping your way to the top.
The thing that gets me, Lou,
come on, let's talk about it.
The thing that really gets under my skin,
what
as
is
a female, is when men don't think that you actually wrote your shit.
Ooh.
Because the disrespect of that, number one, for you to like assume that I'm not intelligent enough to come up with bars like this.
Women can't do this.
And number two, I guarantee you've never said that to a man. Absolutely, you have not.
Why do you think that is?
I think that maybe it might be just because of the fact that there are females that's willing to be, I mean,
just say it. Just let it out.
I come from an era where if you don't write your own shit, you're a puppet. To me. There's nothing wrong with that for other people. Like a female that has the look, you know what I'm saying? And somebody want to write her bars and now, you got a sensation and, like that's all good.
Yeah.
Not mad.
Yeah.
Do what you do. But for me and mine over here, to me, if you not writing your shit, you a parrot.
I feel that. And I feel especially in hip hop. Like I remember people like, you should let me ghostwrite for you. I just wouldn't feel right. Like if I can't write for myself,
I can see that.
But I don't want nobody writing for me. Like I want to know how to push my own pen because I respect rappers and I respect that.
The craft.
Yeah, it's like these not your words, these not mine. I want people to be like, those bars is crazy. That came from you, yeah. And I get to pop my big shit.
The respect. It's the respect. It's the respect of the fact that you took the time and you wrote and rewrote and crossed out and dictionary.com and thesaurus.com. The bars to the point where you're happy with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for me, like that's what matters the most. Like if I'm happy with what I'm saying, then I mean, really, I don't really care who don't like it because my standards are so high that if I'm able to meet those standards, I'm good.
Yeah, you look like you don't play around with the pen.
Very
intelligent. Vocab is probably insane. So before we get off the music, do you plan on coming back and dropping an album or project, EP or anything? Or are you just kind of like,
I don't know. I mean, like right now, to be completely honest with you, like most of my goals are financial.
Because I'll hit this church button real quick. Stop playing. Come on, you better talk about it. I feel that.
Most of my goals right now are financial. Like I'm looking to invest in a franchise. I'm looking to I'm in my investment bag right now.
I love that.
But I mean like I said, since I never really planned to be like a career rapper, if I do an EP, which I have been like kind of flirting with the idea of doing for a long time, it would just be for fun. Just for fun. Just because, like I said, I had the time and the presence of mind to write 6 songs and just put them to beats that I love.
I love that. So now I know there are things that we are not going to get into about Fifth Element, but we can talk about the good times. Okay. What I love.
Shout out to Fifth Element. Shout out to Ray Sun. Shout out to OT.
Come on.
Shout out to DJ Slim. Shout out to Quan. Everybody at the studio. Salute.
I love that. Y'all are cold. Y'all are a cold duo. And what I loved about what you brought to the show, there was 2 favorite moments that I just was like, okay, I love her.
Let me hear what this is.
So the first moment was when Larry Dub, I think it was his first show, his first time on the show, and he did his freestyle. I can't remember if it was his freestyle or I think it was one of his songs. And you picked up the fact that he was able to build an entire song about women and not use the B word. And the fact that you caught that, I was like, okay, I love her. She thinks like me. And when you see women in media who appreciate things like that, I just was like, yes. 2.
Absolutely.
The Landlord poem.
Oh, God.
Oh, girl.
It wasn't a poem.
I mean, well, okay.
I swear to God, let me tell you what that was.
What was that? It was deep.
It was literally me listening to his music. And I had literally in my notes. Like, I was just taking notes on the things that I was getting from the songs. Like, when I would actually go to like interview someone, I had like a whole process.
Yeah.
So like I have a Bluetooth speaker and I would play their music, but I would listen, and this might sound weird, but I would take the music, the Bluetooth speaker, and I would put it on my chest so that I could actually feel the music like in my body. That's because heavy. Like it's that deep to me.
No, it is. And
it's that
you know
deep
what?
To me.
When you did that, I was like, wow, somebody gets it. Like that the way you expressed that, it was just so beautiful. I remember crying. I was like, oh my gosh, he played so much. I was tearing up. It was so heartfelt, and it was just a perfect way to explain what his music does to you as a listener.
Yeah.
And then you made the album.
Yeah, that was so cool. Like? That was amazing. Like, honestly, the fact that he did that, shout out to Landlord. You're still my favorite. You already know. I say that publicly.
Yeah.
But that was like tall props. Like big, huge props for me. Like that feels so good to know that I was a part of an album from, like I said, my favorite. Like his pen is just so sharp. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not to say that there's not other people that don't got a sharp ass pen. Like shout out to Miles Lowe, shout out to Taylor Louise. You know what I mean? Like all my favorites, but his shit just because of the fact that he's so willing to go into the emotion side, the feeling side, it just really pulls at your heart.
It's different.
It just it hits different.
It's different. I told him, I'm like, dude, dim the lights for me. Oh, it just takes me somewhere. And I'm like,
I know that's the one for you.
It's crazy. So what were some of your other favorite moments just being a part of Fifth Element? And
the Coolio interview.
Oh my God, you
was crazy.
Oh, y'all did.
That was crazy.
Coolio.
Yeah.
Was he cool?
He was.
Leo, like I need to.
He was amazing. He was like so willing to give us game. And this is like in the early days of us doing it. So like he was like really the first big interview, like I guess you could say outside of Vegas.
Yeah.
That we landed. And we had to break the interview up into parts because it was like 2 hours. But
really?
It was. So like he's just into all kind of stuff. Like apparently he was a very amazing cook because like he's over there talking about like different seasonings and type of stuff. I mean, like I said, the man is just like, he was an open book. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was absolutely gone too soon. Shout out to Coolio and his family, and the everlasting legacy of his work.
I love that. So when those big moments come, do you ever get nervous, or when it's time to prep for an interview, is it just like, I got this?
Absolutely nervous every single time. You know what I mean? Like I would get a little bit nervous. Yes, you wouldn't be able to tell.
Not at all.
You never let them see you sweat.
You just sitting at your all calm. I'm like, there she go.
You never let them see you sweat.
Yeah.
But absolutely. I think I was probably the most nervous for the Landlord interview. Really? You know what I mean? Because like I told them that, I had been taking all these notes, and that I was gonna, just kind of read from the notes on, on my phone. And it came out how it came out.
And it was beautiful.
Thank you. It was really heartfelt.
Sometimes, like for me, I'm new in this interview space, and sometimes it's just challenging.
Time out. Flag on the play. What? No, ma'am. You are not new to this. You are true to this.
Ooh,
I am absolutely not going to sit here and let you minimize your own efforts.
You better talk to me then.
Okay, because you are... for me, like seeing you doing the reaction videos, seeing you do the interviews, like to me, like you were one of the OGs, especially out here.
Oh, don't you make me cry.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, you are a whole inspiration because first and foremost, like with that face and that body, like you could be doing anything you wanted to. But the fact that you holding it down for hip hop, I salute you.
Yeah, thank you.
I absolutely salute you.
Stop. And I feel like that's just always been like our mutual respect. I feel like in this game, there's not many of us, but when we see you recognize another one, or it's
when
like,
you see it,
that's a woman. I got respect for her, and I love, like, you love this.
Yep.
And you just feel it, and I just used to enjoy watching you. I do miss seeing you on there. So do you miss media? Like, are you ever going to come back to it? Do we get your own show? Like, come on.
If the right opportunity was to come around at the right time, I would absolutely say yes. I would say yes to that. So I'm going to say that it's not outside of the realm of possibility. That is something that I might do. Honestly, once you kind of get bit by that bug, you never can like kind of go back to just life where you weren't in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is absolutely very much still there.
Yeah.
But like I said, right now, my focus is on my money.
I feel that. So we got to get the right offer on the table. If we all could come together, I'm going to drop a GoFundMe link so we can get Kai back in media, you know, and then we're going to come together, have the right bag on the table, because I enjoy watching you. I mean, you miss it. Come on, you miss it a little bit.
I do miss it a little bit. I do. I really do. Seeing, you know, like the show, like, because I watch it and, you know, like just seeing the evolution of my co-hosts. And like, honestly, it's very inspiring and it's very exciting because it's like, you know, if they can do it, then I can do it too.
I love that. And I'm gonna just be honest, I love the way you guys all still speak on each other. Like, even when I had them here, it was still so much love for you. And then having you here, there's still so much love. And I feel like when you see people in this business and they part ways, sometimes it gets nasty.
It can.
And that's why I've always had a different level of respect for you guys, because
we don't do that.
Y'all hold it together well, and it's love there.
We don't do that. You know what I mean? Regardless of whom, what, up, down, right, or left, that was a huge opportunity for me. An opportunity that I was able to travel from, an opportunity that I was able to like live my best life. Like, I feel like doing Fifth Element was the 20s that I didn't get that I deserved. I love doing it. It was amazing. Like, being able to be out at functions, you know, kind of like just greeting the people and being in the midst of hip hop was better than that.
Yeah. What if I threw a party and then I was like, can I get the exclusive reunion of Fifth Element? I'm pushing it.
I would be there. Y'all hear me,
Ooh,
fellas?
So I'm
If we do a Fifth Element review, interview,
I got it on camera.
And you know, we're gonna do like I'll be there. I'll be there before y'all.
Because OT do be late. I'm just playing. Sorry, I love you, OT. Okay. No, I love you. Okay, so we got deep. We talked about the music. We talked about some media and all that good stuff. But now I got this hot box here, and it's time for the fun questions where it gets a little...
yay! Spicy questions.
Okay, so a little spicy on this one. So
Shout
if
out
you...
to your niece for this delicious lemonade. This is amazing.
Squeeze. You like it? Yes.
It's really good.
Yes, you guys make sure you shop. See? The real gonna co-sign.
Pinky up.
Now, if there's something you don't want to answer, that means you have to tell us like a super embarrassing story.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Like, nothing's safe. So it's like answer or embarrass yourself.
I know what I'm signing up for.
All right. All right. Question number 1. What has been the worst Las Vegas show or experience you've had? Come on, call them out. Who you just walked in and you said, "Do you know who I am?"
That I've experienced. It would have been probably before I started doing Fifth Element. There was this place, I don't know if you even old enough to remember. There was this place over on like Decatur called the Cooler Lounge. This is a long time ago. This is everybody that I know about the Cooler Lounge. Salute to y'all. Y'all got gray hair like me. But there was like an open mic night and there was somebody on the mic that was not supposed to be holding the mic. And they were quickly found out and, you know, got off the mic.
They was like trash?
Yeah, they weren't good.
Dang.
They weren't good.
Yeah.
But the Cooler Lounge was like kind of like a proving ground for MCs back then. So shout out to anybody that rocked at the Cooler Lounge, except for that one individual.
They sucked. You know, I was going to ask you who was your worst bar test.
Oh, my God. You was going to ask me or you going to still ask me right now?
Yeah, I'm going to still ask you.
Come on. Everybody knows what it is.
The
Do I
worst.
really have to
you
say
got to
it?
say okay.
Do I really have to say
Is
it?
it the same one?
I'm sure that it is the same one.
No, I don't want to drag him like that. Then.
No, we don't want to drag him by
You're
his
right.
roots.
We already heard it. So
we
y'all
already know what it is.
It was how do you, okay, this is my last question.
It was bad.
When that happens, how do you hold it together?
Hey yo.
Cuz
it was not easy. It was not easy.
Like
I was visibly uncomfortable. I saw him later at another show after that, and he did fine. And I'm like, why the fuck you ain't just do that when you was on the show?
Try something new on the wrong day.
Yeah, like you don't experiment on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, come on.
You don't experiment on Thanksgiving. You don't put cream cheese in the macaroni and cheese on Thanksgiving. You do the tried and true thing that you know how to do.
And that's your
don't
time
come
to
with
shine.
that funny bunny stuff. That ain't the time for that.
I'd be nervous too when y'all be live streaming. I feel like I love y'all bar tests because you really get to see who could do this shit for real.
You know, here's the thing. Not everybody that can rap live.
Yeah.
First and foremost, because that's
we got to see that.
a whole different animal. You know what I mean? Like you can have bars, but not everybody can perform.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like I said, it's a proving ground.
Yeah. Y'all got to balance. I mean, I know punching in be cool, but when it's time to rap live, you can't punch in, baby. You got to find that flow, okay?
You sure
you got
can't.
to control that
do
breathing.
what you supposed to be able to do.
All right, here we go. I think we briefly talked about this when I posted it, but I wanted to hear you go more in details.
Okay.
Would you leave your man if he had everything you needed? I mean, the provider, the protector, head to toe, fine. But the sex is horrible. The head is even worse. It just, soon as it happened, you're like, my goodness, do we have to do this again? Are you leaving or are you staying?
No, ma'am. Here's the thing.
Come on. Talk to us.
First of all, like I said, I'm auntie. All right.
Stop it.
There's no way if that man was emotionally available, financially supportive, loved me down, loved the dirt underneath my feet.
Come on.
And was willing to do all of the things that a man is supposed to do in my cipher, in my life, that I would let him go because the sex was whack. Like, first of all, you can train a man.
A real woman right here.
You can train a man.
And how do they train them?
You take your time.
Come on.
You know, you can train a man like a bonsai. There's no way I'm giving up my good man just because of the fact that, you know, he can't please me, because I could teach him how to please me.
Come on. That was the
and
answer.
That's game.
That was so much game. I hope y'all ladies took notes. Just work with them. Take notes.
Yes.
Now we're going to have some fun.
Don't worry.
We have a game of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Oh, God. Oh, you're diabolical.
We have the landlord.
Oh, my God.
The ladies' man, Taylor Weeze.
Oh, damn.
And fine-ass Lonnie from Real House. Side note, if Lonnie is married, I take that back. I apologize to his wife.
God,
but
why are you doing
the
this?
landlord, Taylor Weeze, and Lonnie from Real House. What
you're
we got?
Evil. Oh, my God.
That is so good. Come on.
Oh, wait.
Come on, give it to us. That's tough. I'm glad I'm not you right now.
Yeah, that's really terrible to have to choose. I don't want nobody to die. Golly. Can I just...
We'll say fuck, marry, walk away.
Okay, fuck, marry, walk away. Oh, Jesus.
Come on. Just first off.
First of all, you putting my business out there right
Come
now.
on.
Like, I don't need everybody to know all my business. Who
Just
I'm
a
a
hot box.
Out of all these things, like they all like. First of all,
come on, give them their flowers.
None of them not fine. So,
but one got to walk away.
Right, one got to walk away. One got to walk away. Okay. Taylor Weeze, you got a lot of bitches. Like, you got too many bitches.
I feel that.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
Smart.
You got too many. Like,
Smart.
you got, like, if I marry you, you gonna have some psycho bitch at my house.
I'm
not about to do that.
You saw when he said he made one crawl and apologize?
Yes.
Taylor Weeze dangerous.
Very, very, very Leo energy. No, thank you.
We love you, Weeze.
All right. So, of course, I'm a married landlord.
Yeah.
And Lonnie, you know, me and you, we like this. but like you gotta walk
But you'll
away.
get fucked.
I can't.
No, you already said Taylor Weeze was gonna walk away, so you gonna fuck Taylor Weeze.
No. I'm not. Okay, so
This sound crazy.
All right.
How we just
Wait
talking
a
right
minute. Damn.
Because you said
So
Taylor.
you said, right.
Taylor
So
Weeze is a ladies' man. He got a lot
all right.
of women.
So then I guess I'm marrying landlord and I'm fucking Lonnie.
Okay.
You must be used to me spending.
That was a good one. That was hard. Yeah.
Golly.
That was. I had to do it.
I can't believe she did this to me.
I had to do it. I had to give you 3 big hitters.
Lonnie, please, like, forgive me. Forgive me, Taylor. Forgive me, landlord.
That was all a compliment.
That's crazy.
It's not like I gave you 3 attractive people.
You did. You could have gave me some.
I could have.
Chop.
I could have, but that would have been too easy.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
It's too easy.
It's supposed to be difficult.
Our last hotbox question: should a woman go through her man's phone, and if no, that's not the question. And have you ever done it? So should they go through a man's phone, and then have you ever done that? What do you think about that?
Well, here's the thing. I am divorced. I was married for like 14 years. And the whole going through the phone thing is weird to me. Like if there was something in my, spouse's or boyfriend's phone that I needed, then I would go through their phone. But other than that, why am I going to go through his phone? Why do I need to prove that I can trust you? Honestly, what you looking for, you gonna find. Okay?
Come on.
If you go looking for it, you're gonna find it. So like, I mean, it doesn't make sense for me to do that. Like, I am completely secure. You can have the passcode to my phone. I can have the passcode to your phone. And if you want to go through my phone, you can go through my phone, because if you're my man, you're my man, my man, my man. And like, I couldn't give nothing. Like, you don't even get a second look. Okay?
Not
like,
please.
There's
please
nothing that you could say to me or in this life or the next if that's my man.
Yeah. See, you're amazing. This is why I love you.
We're just saying.
We're just here, and that was so much game you just dropped. I hope y'all was taking notes, because that was some real game from beginning to end.
Be loyal.
Be loyal.
Be trustworthy. Be worthy of your relationship.
Yeah. And if
like, if you can't do that, then just leave.
Walk away.
Just leave.
It really be that simple.
It is.
Have you ever cheated before? I'm going. That's a yes.
Okay. Yes, I did. I revenge cheated, and it did not hit like I thought it was going to. It did not hit like I thought it was.
But it felt like you was like, why did I just do that?
It was a terrible feeling. It was a terrible feeling, and I wish that I hadn't done it. But it was like I had already got cheated on twice, and so I thought that was the thing to do
after 2 times I probably would have did that too.
To get back, and it didn't hit the same. It didn't hit like I thought it was going to.
It happens. It happens. That wasn't in the hot box. I was just curious.
No, it is what it is.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh.
Big Capricorn.
Big Capricorn.
January 6th.
January 6th. I don't know a lot about Capricorns.
Let
me think.
We are like, honestly, like, I feel like we're aliens that deserve our own planet sometimes. We're very hardworking. We're about our bread. We pay attention to the little things. Like, we see and hear a lot that we don't say. And like I said, we on whatever you want. We match energy.
You see, y'all give me Pisces vibe. That's why I asked you your sign. I'm like,
okay, you're a Pisces like my mom.
Yeah, I'm a Pisces.
Very compassionate.
Too compassionate. That's the problem. It gets annoying sometimes. But hey, it's either we're compassionate or we're just out of our minds. And,
well, like, I mean, you can't have one without the other. You got to have them both. You don't get to have this amazing part of it without having the other part of the equation.
The dark side. Well, the amazing Supreme Kai. What can we expect from you for the rest of the year?
Expect to see me with some money.
Ooh.
Expect to see me with a bag.
Don't
expect to see me outside a lot. Like, honestly, I'm going to pop out for the things that I want to pop out for. But other than that, don't expect to see me outside. I'm gonna be inside.
Come on, get into the money.
Yeah, get into that bag.
You know what I meant to ask you about? Because I saw you when you went outside to support the concert. What happened at Big Jerk?
Oh my god. So it was
because we gonna get you some free unlimited jerk chicken.
Yeah, I don't know who that lady was, but she was just. I don't even know why she was on it like that with me either. Like it was me and my friend Courtney. Shout out to Courtney, I love you, girl. But we were, in line. There was a line. We went through the security. The security lady like had her fun with the triple D's, girl. She was like, I gotta make sure there ain't nothing. Yeah, I would have
been up in there too.
She was all up in the lining of my bra, girl. But like we made a joke about it. I was like, oh yeah, that'll be $85. But that was we laughed it off and we went to the table where you go to pay. So behind the table, there's a lady sitting down with the cash box, and it's another lady, standing up. And, like I kind of look over the lady's shoulder, and I'm like, it doesn't really look like it's anybody in there yet because it's still kind of early.
Yeah.
So me and Courtney are trying to decide whether or not we want to pay to go in or maybe just wait, or if we was going to go get something to eat or whatever we was going to do because like the night was just starting. And the lady was like OD rude. And I don't understand why. Like, I'm dressed how I always dress. Like, it never gave broke. Like, I can't afford $20 to get in. But she was like, no, y'all not about to sit around here. You either going to pay right now to get in or you going to get on.
Damn, she said get on.
Like, straight like that. It was ridiculous. And me and her looked at each other and looked at her. And we was like, okay, yeah, never mind.
I would have pulled my let me speak to a manager card immediately.
And I should have. On second thought, in hindsight, I absolutely should have done that and told the owner or the manager, whoever was there, how rude that lady was to us because it was completely uncalled for. It was absolutely uncalled for. There was no reason for it. So yeah, we ended up leaving and I, put it on my story. Like this lady was unnecessarily rude to us. And I kind of wish that I had stayed because I wanted to see everybody.
Yeah, and that was the after party for the concert, right? When it was like Dizzy, Sean Bennett. Did you go to the show?
No, I missed the show, which is why I was so disappointed because I was hoping that I was going to be able to see them at the Big Jerk to congratulate them.
I missed it too. And I was like, dang, that was my chance to see Landlord live.
I know.
And I was so happy for Sean Bennett on the lineup.
Me too.
I was like, you better go, Sean Bennett.
That was a huge, huge win. And it was like, yes, Vegas out here winning. I love it.
That was a fire moment.
Shout out to Sean Bennett.
Okay, so getting to the money. I'm going to work on this Fifth Element reunion. Y'all heard it here first because,
exclusive.
That's what we're going to do. Y'all got an exclusive today. And anything else?
I just want to say that I love you. And
no, you have to say. She always trying to beat me to her flower. This is crazy.
No, I do. This is my whole baby mom's over here.
We do have children.
We have children together. So I got to make sure that she is properly represented.
Aww.
Okay, because don't play with her. Don't play with her because I don't play about her.
And it's mutual. And I love everything about you. I love what you bring to the game. I love how you carry yourself. And I love how you truly love hip hop. And I love how you show love to other women because that's not common. It's either catty, it's some weird energy. When I first met you, it was all love. It was all love. And I was like, wow, she's so amazing. You are so beautiful inside and out. And I thank you for all the sweet things that you have said and done and the support that you have given. I wish you nothing but the best. And I pray that you return back to the media game or music one day, after you get your bag and your investment, all that good stuff. And now I'm trying to talk like her. I be trying to mimic your accent. It don't work.
It rubs off.
But I'm going to keep studying it. But no, thank you so much for pulling up and blessing my platform.
So glad that I could be here, Lou. Thank you so much for having me.
It was only right to have you. And with that being said, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube.
Share the shit out of this video.
Share it. Everywhere. On Facebook. I don't have Facebook no more, but somebody
Facebook is his trenches.
It is. That's why I had to go. It was too much. It was ghetto. It was drama all the time. I was like, I got to get up off of here.
It's too much.
let me just get on TikTok. And, social media becomes a lot sometimes.
It does. Especially when multiple platforms, like, it's a lot.
And I called myself about to start Twitch. I was like, you know what?
Ooh.
I'm going to just hang that up. TikTok.
Not now.
Probably not never. I'm going to leave that to the streamers.
There you go.
It's too much. It's draining. Facebook, I feel free. Feel like I wiped the Okay, now I'm just rambling. Okay. Again, thank you for coming. Make sure you guys drop some comments and, put hearts. Music with Lou, Supreme Kai, the fucking exclusive. Thank you guys for watching.
We love y'all.
Bye.